glad to have you with us from Warren P. McGirt Stadium. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Myers on the move. Finds his man. It's Black. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
The Minutemen offense heads onto the field for the first time today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner.
Oh, he's got some space. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, UMass. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that, and you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Finds the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Got a man in the middle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this off, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Quick completion on the out. Finding some room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release by the QB. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Running inside, it's Smith. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Trying to find the end zone. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Takes the easy one to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Black. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Finds his man down the middle. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the UMass head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch, and he's free. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Touchdown, Minutemen! That one will give them the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the air, it's Lindsey. He's got him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him wide open. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Get it out on the screen. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeps it on the draw. Touchdown, Minutemen! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Broncos sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And wings it incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The run inside. It's Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Behind the sticks now and facing 2nd and long. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and make.
Oh, a lot of space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, UMass! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And he tacks on the extra point. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Western Michigan sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Handoff to the lone back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. We sensed a great deal of confidence